Welcome to day 3 of our video challenge for this month. Today we're working on the antique booth. I am in the new space. What we've got to do today is work on the walls in this space, filling holes, sanding, getting some painting done, and then hopefully I will be able to move in most of the larger furniture pieces. I still have some furniture projects that need to get done, but I just don't have the time as of today. So we're going to focus on this space and closing out the old space. The wall is dry. I've got my sander. We need to sand it down and then we can put some paint up. I'm gonna be doing kind of like a white cream on top. We're gonna have my shelf there, and then underneath it is going to be a brown beige kind of color. The second wall done. Now, was all of this realistically necessary for an antique booth? No, but I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I wanted to make sure that the walls were filled and smooth so it felt nice and clean when I moved into the space. We have smooth walls now. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe them down, and then we can move on to hanging the shelf on the other side of the walls and painting. That's the next thing, painting. Is it really using a screwdriver if you don't do the little... I just finished putting the shelf up on the wall. I think it looks really good, and I need to do paint. However, it's getting late, and I think that I'm gonna go ahead and come in tomorrow morning and do the paint before we open. So that way it'll give me time to go to Lowe's, get the paint colors that I want, and come in here and do some painting while no one is around. However, since we are going to be open tomorrow, I don't want to leave like this space. I brought in my table from the other booth and put it in the middle just so I could get all of my product out of that booth over there so that the new vendor could move into my booth space tomorrow, which she's planning on doing. So I wanted to go ahead and get some of my stuff in the booth. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is just kind of stage this area a little bit and get my product in it so that I don't have to worry about things not selling as I'm working on the booth. I have a little setup. People can still shop it even if I'm working on the walls and painting and whatnot. So as you can see, it's gotten fairly dark outside. I was running out of time, so I just went ahead and threw this together off camera. This is not the final look. I was just wanting it to be shoppable tomorrow so that people can come in and I could potentially make some sales even though the booth is looking still very, very empty. This is like everything I had in the other booth space. So you can imagine how much more I'm gonna be able to fit in here. I've got to go ahead and shut everything down and close up for the night, but I will be back tomorrow to start working on some paint, and we've got a very special project for that wall right there. We're back. Yesterday I was able to get the walls mostly prepped for paint and also move all of my stuff out of my old booth and into the new booth. So I did go ahead and do a little setup. That way, while I'm working on my booth, I'm still able to make some sales. The plan for this morning is to go ahead and get paint on the walls, which means I'm going to have to take down the decor I put up on the shelf on the other wall. So we're gonna go ahead and start on this wall. I'm doing something a little bit special, but I don't wanna share it just yet because it'll be in another video. But we're at least gonna get the base coat down on this wall. Because this wall extends all the way up and doesn't really have a definition, what I'm gonna do is put up a trim piece across the top so it defines kind of my booth space, and then I'm just going to paint in that. I don't have the trim piece just yet. I haven't run to Lowe's. So I'm just gonna measure, mark off where the paint needs to come up to, and then later on we will run to Lowe's, get a couple more paint colors, and paint the rest of the booth. I'm using the color Swiss Coffee by Behr. It's what I put in the other booth. It's also what I put in my house. And the reason that I use it is, one, it's warm white and I really enjoy the color. And two, I have a 5-gallon bucket of it. And if I don't have to pay for a different paint color, then I'm not going to. So we're just going to use what I have of this 5-gallon bucket and paint this wall here. To Lowe's and completely forgot to film anything. However, I did get the trim that I needed, and I also got the paint I needed. I got samples in 2 different colors for the project we're going to be doing, and the color for the bottom half of the wall and the shelf. We will get the second coat on the walls, and I can get these trim pieces up. Are done for the day. I think we got everything accomplished that I wanted to get accomplished today. We got the trim up. We were able to get the paint on the walls. I do need to do one more coat of the beige on the bottom part of the right wall in the booth, but I'm done painting today. I'm tired. It is now almost 4 o'clock, so I have been here since 8 this morning, and I'm ready to take a break. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here for today, and I will see you tomorrow.